Well guys, it's that time again. Today we are going to go over the 5 things that I hate about my car. Today's subject is my 2021 Chevrolet Corvette C8. Today we're going to talk about the 5 things that I hate about it. That doesn't mean I hate the car. It's just a couple things that could either be addressed and fixed by the manufacturer, or just some things that you guys need to be aware of if you're going to potentially purchase one of these, or if you're just generally curious. So I've been very fortunate, I have been very fortunate to own some pretty cool cars over the years. I do these videos pretty much every time I own a new body style, a new type of car, because it just kind of lets you guys know some of the things that somebody does not like. I could tell you a million things I love about the car, but that's not fun. Everybody wants to hear the bad stuff. So today we're going to talk about the bad stuff. Now, by no means are any of these 5 things just absolutely earth-shattering and would be a complete deal breaker, but I do think it's some things that you guys should be aware of, and wanted to share with you that not everything is perfect. Even the almighty C8 Corvette, which is almost perfect in every way, maybe except for these 5. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, you guys. So for thing number 1, we're going to hop in the car here. We're going to talk about the issue with glare. So there's these lovely little aluminum, kind of satin aluminum finished plastic trimmed areas around the AC vent. I don't really know how you describe them. But underneath the AC vents, as you can see here in this clip, these little things just shine the sunshine right into your eyes while you're driving down the road if the sun is in just the right or wrong spot. So obviously, as I'm sure you can guess, it's very annoying when you're driving down the road and it feels like the sun is just in your eye. So very distracting and just very annoying. Again, doesn't happen all the time. The sun just has to be in the perfectly wrong spot to be annoying, but it does happen actually quite a bit. Pretty much every day on my way to work, I go to work at the exact same time. The sun is in pretty much the same spot every day. Hits me right in the same spot every time. Now, Chevrolet does offer a interior carbon fiber package, and that gives you carbon fiber on both your doors, this little center area, not the area around the AC vents, and that's what I think that they should add. I think it would look very cool to have that carbon fiber go underneath all the AC vents, and here is a picture of what Audi does. So Audi pretty much has that option of kind of what I'm talking about. It looks just like the Chevrolet does with that aluminum finish to begin with. If you want to option the carbon fiber, it's only $500 through Audi, and then they make that whole entire area carbon fiber. It looks a whole lot better. I'm sure it reduces the glare. It's just not a super shiny, reflective material. BMW and Mercedes also do very similar things with their interiors. So why doesn't Chevrolet? They give you the option for carbon fiber, but it's, to me, not enough. It's just the little pieces in the door, just a little bit around the gauge cluster, which you can't see because the steering wheel blocks it. And then there's a little piece right here by your little mode selector and your traction control button. Why don't they just finish everything else off in carbon fiber? I think it would look cool. Now, moving on to number 2, the second thing that I hate about the C8 Corvette has to do with this whole rear hatch area. Now, visually looks really, really cool. The problem I have with it are all of these vents that are down the sides of the glass and what it does to the whole entire area back here. So every time you wash the car, every time you drive the car and it rains, all of that water has to go somewhere, and in this case, it goes into your engine bay. So if we open up this whole rear hatch here, you will see that your rear hatch is not only your trunk, but it's also your engine bay. Everything's here all together. So what I hate about it is, number 1, the water gets everywhere, but number 2, it just makes it incredibly difficult to clean this whole entire engine bay area, the rear glass that's up here on the actual hatch itself, and the rear glass that separates the actual cabin of the car from basically the back half of the car. So all of this glass is extremely annoying to clean, and just so I can demonstrate to you, if I was going to reach in here to clean this glass, let's say, I have to do this motion, which is weird. If I'm cleaning this, I've got to get like this. If I'm cleaning in here, I'm like just fully in the car to clean these windows, and it's very, very annoying and obnoxious. Not something I like. However, as I walk up here to my handy dandy front trunk, I will get out this lovely contraption that I purchased on Amazon. So what this little guy does, it's basically a little microfiber square, and with this microfiber square, you spray it with some glass cleaner, then you can get in here and clean with this little guy rather than your hands. So this whole contraption, doing all of this motion, it's still kind of a pain, I won't lie. A lot easier than doing it with like hopping in the side of the car and trying to do it. Even one time I caught myself kind of doing this motion, and I think my back hurt for about 2 weeks after that. So don't do that one. However, this little contraption will be linked down below in the description. It's a pretty cool little thing. I think it was like, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10 bucks, but it does a pretty good job. Now you may ask, is there a fix to any of this? Sort of. If you're gonna wash the car, I've seen some people put masking tape on these little vents on the side that keeps some water out. I've seen other people get like a towel and cover this whole area. Both of those kind of work, but not really. That also doesn't help you if it's raining or if the engine's hot. I would advise not to put a towel in your hot engine. The way around all of this, get a convertible. If you get a convertible, you can't see the engine bay, everything's all covered. Half of your problems are all gone in that regard. You just can't see your engine. So depends which way you want. But that is number 2 for this video. So for number 3, you join me here inside the car. So number 3 is going to be the visibility anywhere behind you. So whether it's straight out the back, I've got the high wing spoiler, it blocks half of your vision, just right in half, right in your rearview mirror. So when I look back there, I've either got to focus in below the wing or above the wing to see what's going on with cars behind me. But also looking at out of your blind spots. Now, if you set your mirrors properly, you're fine as far as if you're on the freeway and trying to see who's in the lane next to you, that's fine. That's not the problem. The problem is if you're going into one of those little merge things, and I'll put a little diagram up, if this road keeps going straight and this one kind of comes at an angle, you have no clue what's going on out that way at whatever angle that is. So if you're trying to look over your shoulder, yeah, good luck. You ain't gonna see anything because there's this big wall of stuff just in the way. So it's a little sketchy when you go to change lanes sometimes, or when you're merging onto freeways and just certain situations, you can't see at all. So that's when you just kind of put your foot down and hope for the best and hope you have enough clearance in front of you to kind of jet your way into things. But I won't lie, that's probably one of the bigger ones that's a little nerve-wracking. Again, if you get a 2 or 3 LT, you get blind spot monitoring. The blind spots in the actual mirrors themselves aren't really the problem. It's just looking straight at the back is not great. Kind of reminds me of like a Lamborghini Aventador with just a little slot, like a mail slot to look out of, and you're like, okay, hope I'm good. And then looking out the sides, it's not the best. Now, number 4 has to do with going topless. So, you thought this was going to be RP unrated. Wrong. No, going topless as in taking the roof off. So I will finish taking this roof off, and then we'll talk about what I mean. So hopefully the audio will not be too bad here, but one of the great things about the car is that yes, you can take the roof off. What I have an issue with here is that there is a lot of wind, noise, and buffeting once you get to speed. So again, hopefully the wind's not too bad here. We're doing 30 right now. 30's not an issue. 35, 40, really no problem. But if you're gonna take the roof off, you're probably gonna take the windows down. So let's do that. So now we've got the window down. We're doing 35 miles per hour, 40 miles per hour. There's really no issue here. So it is enjoyable when you're going at kind of back road, slow speeds, and you're just cruising. It's really not bad at all. But wait, there's more. So now when we turn onto this road here and go a little bit faster, you can probably use my hair to tell when it gets bad. There's 60, there's 70, 75. This is 75 miles per hour. So yeah, anything more than 75, not great, Mom. Not great. Here's 75. Here's 80. Right here is 80 miles per hour, and my hair is having a party. All right. So back down to 50 here. 50 and below, really not bad. 60 and below, really not bad. Once you get above 60, a lot of wind noise. Your hair starts going crazy. If you're a female, your hair is going all over the place. My wife really doesn't like riding in this thing without the roof if we're going more than 60 miles per hour because her hair is just all over the place. And I don't blame her. That's annoying. It's annoying for me, and I don't have that long of hair. So something to keep in mind, if you're going to spend a lot of time on the highway, get the convertible. So if you get the convertible, they've got this fancy little rear window that you can raise and lower. That helps a lot with the airflow. So the convertibles have a lot less wind noise. It's still pretty noticeable compared to previous generation Corvettes that are convertibles. The C8 Corvette really was not bad at all. When you take the roof off of that thing, it was fine. You could go pretty much as fast as you wanted. And yeah, sure, there's a little wind, but it wasn't bad at all. The C8s, for whatever reason, I guess however the body panels are angled, kind of annoying when you're going at a decent pace. So last and probably least, number 5 here has to do with the length of this door and how difficult it is to swing it open, get in and out in a tight spot. So for example, here we are in my garage. This is about how far away I park from the wall. And as you'll see on the first little latch here, how I have it parked right now, just about an inch of room. So I can't really do much past the first little notch on the door. My garage is a 20 by 20 foot, so it's a standard 2-car garage. Same thing on the other side when my wife's car is parked on that side. It's about the same over there. So when you're getting in, there's really no easy way to do this. So you can, I see some people just put their bottom in first, and then you try to I don't even know what you do here with your legs, but that's super uncomfortable, as you can pretty much see. Same thing getting out, you gotta swing them weird. So if I try to get in one more time, what usually works for me a little bit better is do one leg in, kind of sit, then I gotta do this weird tucking motion here with my left leg, and now I'm in. So it's just very uncomfortable when you have to get in and out when the door's on the first little notch. And for a lot of situations, that's all you really get. So if you're parking in a tight parking spot, if you're, yo, what the? Hey, open it. I'm right here. Filming a YouTube video here. Anyways, so when you're trying to get out, kind of the same situation, not very easy to do when the whole door is just on the first latch. If you can get past the first latch, it's not too bad, or first little notch. But yeah, that is thing number 5. Well guys, there you have it. The 5 things that I hate about my 2021 Chevrolet Corvette. Now I did want to go ahead and add 2 bonus things that I hate about the C8 Corvette. I didn't feel like these were big enough to give them their own point, but just something I wanted to add. So number 1, the brake dust, if you get a car that has the Z51 performance package, is absolutely horrible. Mine does not have it, so I'm very thankful for that. And actually, if you don't get Z51, really there's not much brake dust at all. So it doesn't really affect my car, but I've had a lot of people complain about it. They're super aggressive brake pads. They do really good on the track, and they do really good at stopping the car. Just very annoying to clean your wheels. So something to be mindful of. And then also the second little bonus point here, the factory wheel options are just not that great. I'm sorry, Chevrolet, they just aren't. They're okay, they look good, not great, nothing super exciting to look at, and they don't have any concave to them, concavity, however you say that. And this is coming from a manufacturer that can make some really cool wheels. Look at the Z06 C7, look at the ZL1, look at the SS1LE, look at all the stuff Chevrolet's done in the past, and then they kind of just let everybody down with the wheel designs here on the C8 Corvette. You got 2 options, a couple different colors, just, I don't know, I feel like they dropped the ball on that one. There you have it, guys. I hope you have enjoyed this video. It's like 100 degrees out here today. I'm profusely sweating, as you can probably tell. I'm also trying out a new microphone setup, so hopefully this is improving the audio for my videos. And actually, I got a new camera lens as well. So I've been gone for a little while. I've been busy. It's been raining. I've been on vacation. So at least I could upgrade some of the video content and stuff to produce videos. So going forward, hopefully they're that much better. But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Maybe you've learned something, maybe you haven't. Drop below in the comments, what are some things that you hate about the C8 Corvette? Whether you own one or not, just what are some things that you don't like? Everyone always talks about the positives. And again, this car is freaking awesome for the money. It's just almost too good. It's great. It's like taking a really sharp steak knife to butter. Total overkill. It's fantastic. But anyways, guys, I'm falling over here. It's really hot. I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. I'm gonna go find some water.